You're on, Ted. You're live. I forgot to give you a countdown. Sorry. There's your countdown. 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, right. Yeah. Professional lot, aren't we? Yeah. Yes. No countdown or anything. I'm just here looking around, thinking what we're going to talk about tonight. And then I'm just waiting for you've got 5, 4, 3, but none of that happens.
I was going to. It's Fox's fault.
Yeah. Right. Yes. Well, I better start then. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Monday night, eModels night. Another 90 minutes of fun and frolics. Well, yeah, another 90 minutes. Yes. There's just 3 of us tonight. You may notice that Foxx isn't here with us tonight. He is in chat, we believe. He's lurking somewhere in chat. It's just that he's been feeling a bit icky, and Mama Fox is not too well and things like that. So he's taking night off to lie down in a dark room with a damp flannel on his head and things like that. So we do wish him and Mama Fox well. But in the meantime, I suppose it's up to us to fill his place and things like that. Well, whatever. But I'll try the terms and conditions. The terms and conditions are: behave yourself, don't mention other stores. If you want to know anything, write it in bold. And that's about it, really. Yeah, behave yourself. You know the rules. Yeah, otherwise the
all your super lovely mods in the chat to look after you, and Fox is in there skiving and all.
Yeah, Dad's in there, Plastic Monk is in there, Modelmaking Guru's in there, so yeah. Ice Queen, yeah, you may notice there's 1 or 2 extra mods in tonight, and hopefully that they'll be just sort of finding their way around, so look after them. But thanks to them, thanks to everybody for coming along tonight and making the most of our evening. But it's your chat. It's over to you to tell us what you want to talk about, whether it be nostalgic things, what's in your belly and what's on your bench, and what you've been building, what you've been buying, and everything like that. So yeah, it's over to you lot to keep it going. And I can't remember anything else that Fox usually says, but yeah, here we go. Yeah, maybe if Fox can type it all out in typing words in the chat.
Absolutely, yeah. We should have got him to put a pinned message, shouldn't we, in there?
Yeah, no, he does his things about if you're watching somewhere else, make sure you're on YouTube and you click the chat button and you watch it there. Don't mention other retailers in chat. And as you said, be nice to each other. And that's probably it, isn't it? We don't really need him with much, do we?
Well, that shows how much interest we take of Fox. However many weeks he's been doing this.
We're normally not paying attention, are we, when he's talking? That's the thing, because
that's it. Yeah, when Fox is talking, we just
it's like Fox is rambling again.
Like now, I'm not paying attention to what you two are saying. I'm playing with other things. So yeah.
So that's it. I've just got a message. Why haven't got me eModels t-shirt on? Well, I've got me ammo t-shirt on. Yeah. It's downstairs in the drawer. I forgot to get it out.
That would be why. Yeah,
but it's a Mick ammo. Yeah, it's acceptable. Yeah, it's acceptable. It's
number type in the chat for you.
Yeah. So there we are. Terms and conditions. That's it. Yeah. So well, we'll go over to Col now because we can go back to our regular bits and pieces. And we can forget all about Fox ever being here now. What was that guy's Colin with a beard?
Can't think of his name. Was it Rabbit?
Now, what I did find funny before was tonight's What's in Store. I had to go and do a bit of research. That might give you a bit of a clue what it was about. And as I was going through the previous episodes of eModels Live, you could see Fox's beard going.
Yeah, I've noticed that. The length of the hair just goes diddle 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 diddle.
Yeah, that was it. I think what we should do is get a montage of clips from the video. Put Fox's beard going up and down and going out and in.
Might be able to do something in Adobe then for you, mate. We could have a bit of fun.
We could do. Yeah, we have all the footage from many years ago.
Got it all.
Yes. Anyway, for the moment, it's Festus Factoids. So we go over to Festus Factoids and Death of the Week.
Absolutely. First up, folks, we've got our weekly Monday factoid for you. And on this very day, it says here, Trans-Pacific Hot Air Balloon with an H. In 1995, Steve Fossett completed the first hot air balloon flight over the Pacific Ocean. On the 3rd of March 2005, he completed a first solo non-stop and the fastest flight around the world without refueling. So there you go.
All right.
We got births up next, Chris. The old
No
mate.
problem. Birth button pressed.
Birth button pressed. We've got a bloke here called Frank Plumpton Ramsey. And he was an English mathematician, logician, and philosopher who died at the young age of 26. Oh, my God.
Aww.
Yeah, that's young, isn't it? He says he'd already made significant contributions to logic, philosophy of mathematics, philosophy of language, and decision theory. Oh, bless him. That's young, mate. Poor bloke. Got another bloke here called Johannes Nicholas Bronsted. He was a Danish physical chemist known for widely applicable acid-base concept identical to that of the Thomas Marion Lowry of England, or Martin Lowry.
Well,
even.
yeah. What? he made what?
What's that say? He's widely applicable acid-base concept identical to that of Thomas Martin Lowry of England. They introduced their definitions in 1923, something about acids and stuff.
But he copied him.
Right. Thermodynamic studies, even. There you go. I was avoiding the words, Ted, honest. We got the last birth was a French physicist, and he discovered the Peltier effect, and his name, coincidentally, was John Charles Afanze Peltier.
That's lucky what he discovered then, wasn't it? Convenient.
It was. It's convenient that what he discovered matched his name, and he was born in 1785.
1785. That's a long time ago. We're past
That is. We got some deaths.
Definitely.
A couple of easy names for you here. Sir Raymond Firth, a New Zealand social anthropologist whose major research was with the Maori and other people of Southwest Asia. He died at the age of 100. So he had a good innings, didn't he?
Oh, yeah. That's a good one.
Oh, God. We've got...
did he get his letter from the Queen?
I honestly, I would have thought so. Or would it have been the King? What year was it he died? He died in the age of 2002, so it would have been old Liz, wouldn't it?
No.
We got a Canadian French bacteriologist, generally known as the discoverer of bacteriophage, a virus that infects bacteria, coincidentally. His name was Felix de Errol, with an H. And he died in 1949, even at the age of 75. And last but no means least, there he is. Oh, he's a Swiss linguist, this bloke. Born in Geneva, and he died, and his name was Ferdinand de Sousa. And he died at the age of 55 in 1913, folks.
Oh, he didn't have much of an innings, though, did he? But
he had ideas on structure in language. Oh, that's convenient with me reading it out, isn't it? So that's what he did.
The structure of language. That's a strange name.
Yeah. He's best known for a bit of work called the Cours de Linguistique General. There you go.
All right, I must get that book from the library. I wonder if it's available on Amazon.
Library, I said to be going, what?
Yeah.
I remember
it might be on Amazon, but nobody can spell it, so nobody orders it. Oh, yes. So, Foxx said he's not coming again. I think we were upset about. Maybe that was a talk about the beers and things. But who else is in chat? I did see a question. I thought I saw a question. No, maybe I didn't see a question.
I didn't see a question, but
Modelling Chaos has got an interesting one in the chat, Ted. He says, if the Queen reaches 100, does she send herself a telegram?
Yeah,
I wonder if she bother.
Yeah, I wonder if she goes out, puts the address, Queen H, Book Pal, London, goes out, posts it, and then waits for the postman to arrive. Could do. Red Lane 08 says, Ted, did I get my stash valued? Yeah, he must be on about Antiques Roadshow. Did you see me on telly? Did you see me? I was there.
I didn't see it.
Yeah. it's you can catch it up on iPlayer if you want to go and have a look.
I keep meaning to, but I've forgotten yesterday.
Yeah,
So,
I'm just at the little piece.
49 minutes apparently.
Yeah.
Someone earlier said they saw you in it. Let's see who that was. God, chat's moved quite a lot tonight since I came in.
It's just after the show, the gas powered gramophone. I'm on next.
Red Len said, "Evening all. Just watched the Antiques Roadshow. Spotted Ted at 49 minutes."
Yeah, was you doing the full Skipperton with the clipboard, Ted?
Yeah, it was like when they're out on the street trying to get a news interview going and things like that, and there's people in the background, giving it that. So no, it wasn't as good. I was told, "Excuse me, would you mind standing there while we film this piece?" Could you nod occasionally? Give a bit of nodding. So I had to stand and nod. And it wasn't valued at anything. It was valued as priceless. So that's about it's about as interesting as I got. But it was good. It was good. You can go and have a look and go and see where I work. Lovely place. Anyway,
Anders says that Colin can't see Foxx laughing as he's reading out the names. That's why it ran so smooth tonight.
Yeah, having the Foxx not corpsing in the background every time I speak was a blessing.
The Queen would address her telegram to one. Does this mean Ted is officially an antique? Always an antique, I think I'm the oldest one here, so yes. But once again, as they said, priceless.
Worthless. Priceless, yes, that's the one, yeah.
Dad says Ted has always been a rarity. That's what also something. Yeah, that was.
Ted is a eunuch. Is unique. That's what I meant. Sorry. Yeah.
That's the polite way to say it. I must admire your headgear, by the way, Chris.
I'm recycling the old hats. I've gone for the pink tonight because I did have a haircut a couple of days ago, so it's a bit short. So it's getting a little bit chilly in here occasionally. So I need the occasional headwear to keep myself going throughout the evening.
It was only because Colin had mentioned that you had headgear on. I actually noticed that you did have headgear on.
And there you have it. Observational skills over to Professor Tedwood.
Right, we should do like Krypton Factor thing one week. Watch this video and tell us 5 things that happened during it.
So there's plenty of people in the chat tonight. If you are out there in TV land, just watching us on the telly box or on the laptop or something like that, and you're not in chat, do come along to chat and type in the chat box and things like that, and say hello, tell us where you're from, things like that. We don't bite. They're all a friendly bunch in here. All the people that are in chat. There's lots of people in tonight. So come along and say hello. In the meantime, belly and bench. What's in the belly and what's on the bench, and what have you been buying? Has anybody bought anything? From anywhere? What you don't have to tell us where it's from.
I've got a kit on order, which is a WASBomb blaster jet thing that he who's not here may have convinced me to add to my basket.
Oh dear.
Yeah, he's lured me in, isn't he, Chris?
Yeah, he does that, you'll start building that, and then he'll go off and do something completely different.
Yeah, I mean, I've got the Valkyrie there, and now I've got that, and it's like, the hook is there, isn't it?
Yeah, no escaping now. That's it.
I've got belly and bench. Peter Rogers, chicken and homemade chips are in the belly. And he's got the Scammell Commander on the bench, Ted. Is that the one you've done, mate?
No, I've got I haven't done it yet, but I do have the Thunder Models. I think it's Thunder Models. The Scammell Pioneer in a box. That's the one I intend to build just on my own without any filming and things like that as a bit of a tribute build to an old friend. But I've got that one. It looks a really nice model, and it's going to take a bit of attention and sort of time to do that. So I'll be doing that. But good, it's really good. Where else?
Foxx has given me 100 XP for the Krypton Factor callback. And Tim Young says, the Krypton Factor, run this, fly this, know this, climb this, and you can win a small trinket and a firm handshake. I don't remember the run, fly. No, there was the physical dexterity putting together some block puzzle things. There was watching the video, and then they ask you questions about it, like what hat was the man in the green jacket wearing or something. There was the assault course. I remember the assault course near the end. That was yeah. But I don't. I'm sure there was at least 4 things. That's only 3. So what other thing did they do in the Cripson Factor? Was it like a general quiz or something, or I don't know.
So you can run this and climb this. So that could be the chat's moving up. That could be the assault course. Fly this.
I don't know. They might have had like a flight simulator or something, or.
You used to have the brain teaser, didn't you, where they had to put the shapes
That was,
in?
the physical dexterity, putting the blocks together thing.
No, this, that's quite obvious.
Climb this has got to be the assault course as well, isn't it? So.
Yeah. And you can win a small trinket. Yeah, that was a time when BBC, when the TV studios were actually giving away little prizes, and all you got was a blankety blank checkbook and pen.
The Cripson Factor was a plastic K, wasn't it, or something like
that? Yeah, or if you did the crystal maze, you got little glass. So yeah, well, what else was? Can anybody else remember prizes from TV shows?
Zasta says there was definitely a flight simulator around. That would have been pretty rubbish back then as well, wouldn't it? It would have been really basic flight sim graphics and
Yeah. I used to do flight simulators, trying to do them on the computer, but all they ever said was, "You are going to crash." Warning, altitude, warning.
Terrain crunch.
Pull up. Oh dear.
William Rayborn, dinner tonight will be pork tenderloin and veggies. Bench, he started building a 1/4 scale Gustav car Gundam. There you go. Or Coal Garden Gundam even.
Oh, look, I've made a comment in the chat myself as well. Somebody commented, Skipper Ted from Skipper Scale Models. Hello from the first floor. They're watching it downstairs. They're watching it on my channel downstairs.
Cool.
Yeah. So it's not me type. It's not me typing.
Yeah,
words.
I bet. It's finger words.
Yes.
You mean they haven't got their own channels they can watch and get them your views if they're watching someone else? Yeah.
Well, it doesn't matter on here, does it? There's lots of views.
Yeah, absolutely, mate.
Dave Cardboard says, "Where can I get a haircut? Aren't all the barbers closed? Is there some black market guerrilla hairdressers roaming the back streets?" When you do a haircut like that, you don't need a barber. You just need a pair of clippers and just not quite as aggressive as Colin over there did, but
lockdown haircuts. What possibly can go wrong?
Yes, well, I must say, and she's probably watching downstairs, but Mrs. H did my hair a week or 2 ago, and it was a pretty good job this time. It was all right. I don't walk around like we used to do when she used to clip of the dog and then give me a run over after the dog.
That's the thing, though, isn't it? When all of this comes to a conclusion, should we say, there's going to be some people coming out into the real world with some bizarre lockdown hairdos.
It's going to be stepping outside. It's like, oh, what's this Brett? No.
Yeah, they'll be going, oh my eyes! What have you done?
When people try clothes on for the first time in like 18 months, these trousers seem to have shrunk in the wash.
Strange that, isn't it? Yeah. Tim Young says, "Belly, hot dogs and super noodles." What's a super noodle? Super noodle, I assume, with wine. Classy. On the bench, making an Ethiopian AF MiG-23 from the abominable old Academy kit.
Oh, nice.
When you say super noodles and wine, is that instead of the water? Is that you don't make it with what you've got wine accompanying the meal rather than? Because you could probably use it instead of the water, although it probably evaporate off.
Yeah, I think that could be quite good. That pot noodle made with white wine could be interesting.
Interesting combo. Edward Leonard, he says, chill in the belly, and on the bench he's got the big Rossi bike. Yeah, it's a nice bike, mate, isn't it?
Joseph Borg says, "Guys, would a Tamiya Cobalt Blue be a good colour for an Italeri Western Star truck?" Foxx answers already and says, "It's your build, Duda. If you like that colour, then that's the right colour," which is pretty much what I was going to say as well. I don't know about correct, but if it looks right to you, then it's right.
Yeah, we were just discussing that before we went live, weren't we? That people are sort of going to extremes about doing one particular build or building another, and going to the extremes are far and far to do it. Things like that. But if you're doing it as you want it and you're enjoying it, what better model can it be?
Yeah, sure. Kit, you bought it with your hard-earned money, so build it how you like.
Where we are? I've totally lost where we're at in chat.
Scale modelling chaos. Go on, Chris.
I've just done the last one. It's your turn.
Scale modelling chaos, aka Paul Lines, belly, chicken nuggets, sausages, ash brown, waffles, and mushy peas. Oh, mushy peas. Belly, bench even, Gulf War tornado is having decal and weathering has been applied.
Cool.
Right. I found out where we are.
Right.
Zad says there was definitely a flight simulator around. Yeah. We read that before, didn't we? But yeah, we can guarantee that if we miss your comment in chat, do type it again. But probably we'll answer the first one again.
Yeah. And probably we'll answer it 2 or possibly even 3 times, as there's 3 of us here tonight.
I think it was one of those little 8-bit simulators, wasn't it? With
it probably would have been, wireframe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just wonder if the program happened to crash halfway through, whether they had to wait half an hour for the tape deck to
they have to rewind it and load it in again. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or flip the tape out and wind it back with a pencil.
Out with a biro.
Michael Jackman, belly, chicken and bacon in cheese sauce with chips and mushrooms in breadcrumbs. Bench, still rigging the Golden Hind.
Oh, nice. It's going to look nice when that's done.
Steve131 says, belly, meatballs, bench, a Tamiya Stug 3 with working suspension that falls out. Yeah, I can believe that.
Pretty sure it didn't do that in the real thing, but
yeah, just the other day when it came to me thinking the other day when I was doing the Land the boat tank, you have to make sure that when you put the wheels together that they could freely turn. So then I got to thinking, but why? Because when you put the drive cogs on at the end, you stick them on, so the track doesn't go around. It's not so you're going to run it up down the bench. So yeah, why do you have to go to the great troubles of keeping them free from glue?
Yeah,
because we know that it can move. That's the thing.
Yeah, you know it'll move. Zesta says the Crystal Maze was usually an activity day somewhere. For the Crystal Maze, so obviously you get the little crystal thing if you lose. I think if you win, you get an activity day somewhere for your team.
I can't recall very many people actually winning the Crystal Maze. That's where they had to gather all the gold and silver.
Yeah, you get locked in the thing and don't get the silver ones or something. Or
I do think the first one was better when I can't remember his name. Him out the
Richard O'Brien.
Richard O'Brien. He was the better one. Yeah. Temple Tudor came after him. Wasn't as good as Richard O'Brien. Yeah.
Andy M says they used the real airline flight simulator. Yeah, the big one on gimbals and stuff. And yeah.
Yeah, but even that was probably on about 3 bits, wasn't it?
Oh, it wasn't high. Yeah, it was impressive then, but not now. Yeah.
Now you'd look at it and go, "Oh my god!" Yeah. Prime time modelling, belly, spag bowl, and bench is a 3D printed Star Trek travel pod.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. This looks good. Andrew Axnix says, I remember watching a game show once in Hungary, and the top prize was a central heating boiler.
It's a good prize, though, isn't it?
It's better than a speedboat you're not going to use because you live in the middle of a town that hasn't got any rivers. But
Paul from Birmingham, look at what you could have won. This one, this horsepower speedboat. Yeah, I don't live anywhere near the water.
How could you share it though?
Yeah, Pete Rogers come for a question. Maybe somebody in chat can answer it. Does Tamiya do a 1/48 scale hurricane? Can't seem to see one on YouTube. Well, you might not see one on YouTube, but have a Google in like eBay and just have a general Google.
Have a look on the eModels website, because if they don't stock it, you don't need it.
Yeah. Usually, if you Google Tamiya 1/48 hurricane, usually eModels pops up because it's quite a popular story. It'll pop up at the top of Google.
Anders' his belly this week. Pasta with shredded beef, bacon, and a cream truffle sauce for lunch. It's obviously not diet day again then, so yeah. A sandwich with egg and coffee this evening as well. So well done for eating today. That's good. On the bench, no surprises. The Panzer IV. Since nobody is saying stop, I'm doing a layer of pigments on it. Have we got to tell you when to stop painting and weathering? Okay, we'll let you know when to stop then.
Yeah, remember, Anders, less is more. Yeah, watch the videos. Less is more. Yes. Yeah, and always leave it overnight. Get to a stage where you think I've done enough. Leave it. Go to bed. Get up in the morning. Have another look at it. Then you'll see whether it's what else.
It's easy to add more, not so easy to take it off again.
Yeah,
Fox says, Skipper Ted, Skipper Scale Models, Skipper Ted, Skipper Scale Models. He says, good job, Ted, just said that. I was about to nuke the account as an imposter. Hello, Mrs. Ted and Ted Jr.
The comments are coming from inside the house. Yeah.
We're
Donald
downstairs.
McKenzie says, belly, slow cooked stew and veg. Bench is James Bond, Submarine Lotus, and a Space Shuttle Moonraker. Nice selection there.
And chat has just jumped for me. I think YouTube is playing up again.
It jumps a lot. It's terrible. Mayhem Model Works says, belly, roasted garlic and herb chicken with roasted potatoes and honey roast carrots and parsnips. No bench, so that's okay. That's fine.
There you are. Pete Rogers, yes, Fox has answered your question. eModels, do it, and it gives you the model number 37011. It's not in stock, but go drop them an email and they might get one for you. Yeah. There we go. Graham M says, if you made noodles with wine, you probably wouldn't remember what they tasted like.
Emma Jane says, he's not using my wine for super noodles. Please don't encourage him. You get more wine, get an extra wine when you buy the wine, get the drinking wine and the noodle wine. It's the easy way of doing it, obviously.
Yeah, but they do say you should never cook with wine that you wouldn't drink.
Do they?
Yeah, because the quality of the wine is the quality of the food. Michael Jackman, Ted, try the new U-boat game sim. It's about 10 times better than Silent Hunter 5 that you showed in your U-boat build. Yeah. Yeah, any Sims running on this computer, they just don't seem to run. I think, I think the Sims and such have moved on from the processor that this computer has. It's all right for streaming and things like that, but not much else. Yeah. Graham Roberts says, Billy, Slimming World Chicken Hot Pot bench 0. When you say 0, do you mean 0 as in nothing or 0 as in Japanese 0?
Yeah, Japanese 0.
I don't know where that came from.
Graham M says belly, chicken Kiev, chips and sweet corn, and bench he's doing an AT-ST with a difference.
Maybe he's following your lead there, Colin.
Perhaps he's doing an ST-AT.
You know what an AT-ST is, don't you, Ted?
Is that Star Trek?
Oh, so close.
Really?
So close.
Yeah. It's that big walkie thing.
Everyone's
it's the one with 2 legs.
Right. It's
that one. It's not that one. It's not one of them.
So it's not.
It's not one of them. No, not that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Flatfish. Place.
Boxfish, yeah.
Dear.
Bless you.
Dave Cardboard says there's more canals in Birmingham than Venice, so a boat might be of use.
Right. Yeah, not if it's 40 horsepower. You can't go up and down the canals at more than about 3 miles an hour, can you? Fox, Dave Cardboard, they would win the essential crystal from the time machine so they could return home. Anybody wiped out by the vortex has to hitchhike.
That was the adventure game, wasn't it? That one.
Dave Cardboard.
The one with the pot plant that wobbled.
The adventure. I don't remember the adventure game.
Yeah, the grid at the end there to go left. It's like an escape room, but way back when. Yeah. Because there was that genre of sort of like adventure games, weren't there? Like Crystal Maze and Krypton Factor and things like that. So then there was a kids thing as well. I can't remember that one. Is that the one with the nightmare with the big helmet over his head? Yeah. Athol says, evening Colin, Ted and Chris. Belly was pasty, wedges and neeps. Wedges? I don't know. And neeps. Left over from last night.
Cool. We're getting down the bottom. Have you Remember on Krypton Factor, it's jumped again.
Bobbins 9000, Belly Toad in the old bench, nothing as he's moving house on Friday. Well, good luck with the move, mate.
Good luck with that.
Steve remembers somebody getting injured on the Krypton Factor. That was it.
Yeah. Are there any game shows now that are sort of physical? They all seem to be quiz shows and stuff now. I mean, there's the dancing on ice and all that sort of thing, but not actual.
Yeah. Did change, didn't it? Because a contestant died, didn't they, on the Saturday Late Show, wasn't it?
Did they? I missed out on that.
I think the physical side changed because of that, whether or not it's health and safety or whatever.
Because there used to be Gladiator and all that sort of thing. There's still that American Ninja thing, isn't there?
Yeah.
What was that other one? Was it Takeshi's Castle or something like that?
That was just crazy.
That. The Japanese so funny and
mental.
Just loads of Japanese going around, sort of making idiots of themselves.
It's brilliant, isn't it?
It was quite. That was about the same time as they did their Scrap Heap Challenge, wasn't it?
That was great. That was really good. Yeah. I remember the one before that when it was the Great Egg Race, when they had to get an egg to go a certain distance and create the car to do it or whatever. And
Dr. Heinz Wolf, he was that was a brilliant show. I remember that was used to be on sort of like early evening, I think, because you could get up from school and watch it. Professor Heinz Wolf, brilliant.
He's local to me, or he was local. I think he died, didn't he?
I'm not too sure.
I'm not sure.
I have no idea, but
I would try and do the accent, but I'd just make a mess of it.
He used to be local to me. Fox says jellyfish. Out of note, that's probably when you were doing the jellyfish, but we're back in the past now, so yeah. Lee Barrett says Belly, minced potato and veg, bench, another 1/16 figure, Tamiya, modern US infantryman.
Oh. Yeah, it's going to be quite big, that, isn't it?
Absolutely.
That would go quite nicely with the Oshkosh, same scale as well.
Just above him, Adam says belly tomato pasta bake with leftover slow cooked gammon. Bench is a 48th Elton glider, first time rigging, and he now has a full square box. Go out and buy another kit, can't you? From
I seem to have made another comment of Chewy. Yeah, that's a problem with it, with the show, isn't it? And the delay in the text. At the time we've mentioned something, somebody's typed it in the chat, and then it goes up, and we lost.
I'd say that isn't actually your normal account, then, is it? Because your normal account's a mod.
Yeah.
I don't
know. That is Skipper Ted Skipper Scales Models. That's different. I don't know. You'd have to investigate
that. Yeah. Oh well, we know it's not. But yeah, you know I'm not typing because you can. I'll keep my hands where you can see them.
I take it is the people downstairs. You haven't been hacked.
Yeah.
Graham M says I'm most definitely not following Fester's lead. That must be the attack.
Yeah.
Andy M says belly bacon cheeseburger, bench the Lego Saturn V, about halfway through the 1,969 pieces. That was I've done the Lego Saturn V, and I was very impressed that there were 1,969 pieces because that was the year it was launched.
Yeah, it's a bit of coincidence. Yeah, Luke's just bought that. My son's just bought that one. He hasn't. I don't know if he started building it yet, but he just bought it. Apparently, it's you built it yourself. You said it's a nice kit.
Yeah.
He's done quite a few. He's done that. He's done the space. He's got the space station. He's got the Land Rover Discovery type thing as well, whatever that is. So yeah, it's got quite a few. Where else are we? Crystal Maze is still made, apparently. It is still made. I don't know who presents it now.
Richard Ayowardi, the guy
out the Crystal Maze,
yeah. Yes, that's it. Yeah.
I do like him. He's quite funny. Michael Jackman says Scrap Heap Challenge was brilliant.
Peter Rogers says Scrap Heap Challenge was made just down the road from where Colin lives. It was filmed at Bramley Camp and then later at Wokingham. That is correct.
Do you think it was really done in a scrapyard? Because it looked a very tidy scrapyard.
Well, it was certainly weren't in my local scrapyard. I know that much.
They always happen to find a strategically.
They always he's found what he was looking for.
Yeah, I think it was a film scrapyard.
Yeah,
so, yeah.
I mean,
Because
I
if it
went
was made in
trying
my
to
local
find
scrapyard, everyone would be making things out of old Austin Allegros or something. It just wouldn't be the same.
absolutely go in there looking for I don't know, an headlight for a Cortina. You could never find one, could you? So yeah.
Yeah, and always if they needed an engine out of a bus, they just happened to find an engine out of a bus, and it just happened to work. They just put a battery.
They had the right
Absolutely.
prop shaft for it, the right diff, everything.
Yeah, and it just fired up on the first turn.
Skipper Ted, Skipper Scale Models says he died 4 years ago. That must have been Heinz Wolf. And they also say it is Mrs. Ted and Ted Jr. Yeah, but anyone can say that. What we need is for you to type in a secret about Ted that only Ted would know.
Yeah,
something nicely embarrassing that would.
Yeah, I said being Ted Jr. It's actually Skylar because Skylar's doing. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you can put in the chat a secret about Ted that he wouldn't want anyone else to know, that only he would know. That it's something embarrassing.
Nobody else would want to know.
Yeah, because we wouldn't tell anyone.
No, obviously.
Safe with us, Ted.
Yeah.
Sergeant Bones says Belly grilled roast beef on rye and baking a cake because he can. And Bench, Colin accidentally motivated me to work on my 1/16 scale T34.
Cool.
Get it, mate.
There's a launch tower for the Lego Saturn V.
Yeah. Doesn't appeal to. It stands up quite nicely on its own, and it might add something to it, but I don't know that it's necessary, is it? Yeah.
I'll read that again, Ted. I said I most definitely am following Festus. Lead, yeah.
Oh, right, yeah, good for you, mate.
It's because the chat's all the way over there. It's beyond.
Yeah, my little ATST I did as a SWAT patrol vehicle with the current chocolate velociraptor situation was, even Wookiees stay safe, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. So that's the take I did on mine. So, yeah, I'll get what you mean now, mate.
Graham McRobert, Takeshi's Castle skipping stones was sore on the shins. Total nutters needed to watch it for a laugh again. Yeah, if you can find it on YouTube, if you haven't seen it, go watch Takeshi's Castle.
That was the one with like a maze with the doors that some of them were paper and some of them were solid wood, and they threw themselves at them.
Yeah, they just came up with all sorts of things just to make people look stupid.
No one falls over like a Japanese person going over them foam things and into the water. They get the living Jesus knocked out of them, don't they?
They all take a bow first, don't they? They all take a bow and look very serious, and it's for the honour of the family. Yeah, they go foot over backside. Yeah, that's it.
Brilliant program.
What else? So we're going on with. I actually don't have. Ridging Model doesn't have any orcs on his bench. He has a 3D printed Mad Image Mini.
Oh, nice.
What's it going on?
Philly says he just realised an underappreciated part of scratch building is painting without any reference material. Yeah. You can't go by the box art if you've made it yourself. Then
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, you've got to think up these weird, especially if you're doing things like Warhammer or things like that. You've got to dream up weird colours.
Oh yeah,
and it's like when you try to design your own camouflage, isn't it? I never know how to do camouflage on a model. It's just impossible. If I don't follow the box art, I can't. It's more than just random. You've got to. You've got to do it right.
The trouble with doing anything random is it's never random. You do it random and it doesn't look right, so you make it a bit more even, and even isn't random.
No, that's right.
It's different to how you think it should look, but you've just got to almost close your eyes and go for it, really. But
just trying to spray paint sort of camouflage scheme on something, it doesn't look right, because you think, oh yeah, I'll split it here so it travels up there, then over the turret and back down the side. It doesn't look great. It just looks like a snail.
Ends up like snakes and ladders, doesn't it? It's like, okay, this isn't working.
It's
Peter
like
says the latest series, Ted, of the Scrap Heap Challenge was filmed at A1 Scrapyard in Woking, so it was a real scrapyard, mate.
Oh, right.
They obviously seed it properly when they know.
Oh yeah,
We're going to make them build a trebuchet. We're going to put in lots of big gantry things and stuff and things.
Could you imagine us lot on Scrap Heap Challenge? Could you imagine what? Could you imagine how bad that would be?
Well, I think we'd be there too long, sort of refining the detail, wouldn't we? Yeah. While everybody else is just welding things and grinding things, we'll be designing it so it looks right.
Oh, you'd have Foxx stood there with a producer with his arms folded, but going, in reality, in my reality, that wouldn't be the case because it just.
I'll be thinking the arm on this trebuchet should be sort of lattice work. We put lattice work up it, things like that. So.
Me and Chris will be stood there going, but we just want to weld stuff.
Let me at it.
Yeah, I've got a grinder here.
I've never done any welding, but I think I'd enjoy it.
I loved welding, mate. Great fun.
Yeah, I tried welding. Used to go welding with the welding booths at work. When the welder was out on his tea break, we used to sneak in and try a bit of welding.
Yeah.
Never worked. We just used to blow holes in
Trump's head when it went.
He used to weld his door shut for him or something.
Used to go behind the curtain into the welding booth and think, all right, the welder's not here. I'll just need this bracket welding up so I can get on with my job. And you just blow holes in it. So,
Zazda says, what would your Scrap Heap Challenge name be? What would your Scrap Heap Challenge team name be? Oh, that's a tricky one.
Oh, God.
I don't know. It'd have to be saying eModels something, but I don't know.
Oh, I don't know.
Well, maybe somebody else could come up in chat with what would the eModels Scrap Heap Challenge team name be?
Keep it clean.
Yeah, it's a family show. Yeah,
the Keystone Clots because we're like useless, aren't we? Kept it family friendly.
Skipper Ted Skipper's Girls Model says, "Hi, Grandad."
Yeah, so we don't start.
Good evening, Skylar. It's not a school night. Should you be in bed or something? Or I don't know.
Well, it's working from home schooling.
Right. So you don't have to be up quite so early because you don't have to travel.
Yeah, and these teachers have got it pretty easy, you know. They come on Zoom in the morning about 9:30. They're on for about 15 minutes and just say, "Here's a link to this program. Go. Bye. See you all tomorrow." Well, that's it.
Sounds about right. Yeah.
Welding is fun, says Anders Ericsson. Whether that could be.
Oh yeah.
Zazda says the supermodels.
Answering Graham's question, it was Clive James that used to be on a Sunday night, Graham Yozzie. But yeah, when we did our apprenticeship welding, you used to have to weld a box and then fill it with oil and hold it above your head because obviously you didn't want no holes in your welding. And yeah, that used to always go well, that one.
Yeah, I'm sure that would. Foxx says team excessively inept.
Yeah.
Yeah, good. Vincent's in. Good evening, Vincent.
Evening, Vincent.
Evening, guys.
Hello, Vincent. You all right, mate?
Fox.
Lee Barrett says the Fox and Hounds. Yeah.
Any more suggestions for a team name for us when we apply to go on Scrap Heap Challenge?
Yeah. What could us four idiots be known as?
Yeah.
You could do it with plastic model kits, couldn't you?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
You get like three or four kits
challenge.
and build something different out. Not like scratch building, but something sort of more functional.
Yeah, it's the kit, but you can't build the kit to look like the kit. It has to look like something else.
Yeah, you could get presented with a big box of half-empty sprues left over from the kits, and you've got to make a airplane out of it without using airplane bits.
Yeah.
William Graham, welding is brilliant. Melting metal and welding 160 amps in your hands.
Yes.
Yeah, it sounds more dangerous than I'd like now. Yeah.
Oh, they used to do some fantastic welding in the shipyard. Do you think that's how a submarine's put together? It's just two pieces of metal shoved together, and then a guy with a stick and a rod just melting metal into the joint. Brilliant.
Well, you used to be welding because I learned originally with oxyacetylene, so you'd be welding a nice row of dimes welding effect on your weld, and your tutor would come up with a lump hammer a short-handled sledgehammer, basically, and he'd creep up behind you, and as you're welding, he would whack the bench right next to you, and the trick was you couldn't bat an eyelid. You just had to carry on. But you never knew when he was going to do it, you know. But yeah.
The way they used to build submarines was weld them together, weld it down, fill the gap with, and the steel work used to be something like that thick. They'd weld it together, then they'd come around and X-ray it, and the slightest crack in it, they'd have to grind it out and fill it back in.
Start it all again. Yeah, ultrasound it, don't they?
Yeah, I still do that. Gas welding is fun and can be quite explosive. Oh,
yeah. Did you ever do the styrene cup, Zadster, on the bench with the oxyacetylene talks where you blow it up? Yeah. Let's get the new apprentices with that.
Logic 160 milliamps is too much for Chris.
Probably, yeah.
Scale Modelling Chaos says, have you seen about the Lancaster bomber, which has been taken apart and it's been laid out like a model kit as it's been restored?
Very cool.
This is, it's pretty much like an Airfix kit, isn't it?
Yeah. Did put it back on the sprue?
Yeah, you have to weld it back on the sprue, obviously. Yeah.
Kit Bash challenges Model Making Guru. Is that? Yeah, we could have a kit bash challenge. Yeah, we could. Maybe we could do that for. We can get hundreds of old sprues and save all your sprues up till Christmas, and then we'll do a Christmas build for whatever you've got left.
Yeah, do a kit bash.
NQ1 submarines are made of. I've seen what acetylene can do, though. Boom. Yeah. Where are we up to?
We caught up. Chat is now live. We're live chat. So if you want to,
we'll just sit here now and wait till somebody.
If you do want to catch us, now's the time to do it because we can see it now rather than it being in the future. So yeah.
Yeah, Zadster says, I'm sure eModels will have loads of spare sprues. Would be a good bank holiday special stream.
Well, actually, I don't think they would because they just send out the whole kits, don't they? Yeah. So it's not as though the building kits there. They've got lots of spare sprues in boxes.
Pete Rogers says, I bet the carpet monster will still swallow parts of the Lancaster. Yeah, probably.
Oh, yeah.
They come up with a bit left over. It's like, I don't know.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, when you're building a plastic model, it doesn't matter if you've got a little piece left over, you can just keep it. But I suppose if you're building a real flying Lancaster bomber and you end up with a 6mm screw, it'll
probably be all right.
Where's
it'll be all right. It's fine.
Your chat's moving faster than mine because that bit about the Lancaster has just popped up on the chat. The Lancaster is just Jane. They have planned flying it within 2 years to become the third flying Lancaster. Yeah, I know there's two flying, but I can't see them flying for much longer. Surely there must come a time when, like the Vulcan bomber, there must come a time when it's just going to be too old.
Well, yeah, they're raising money for the Vulcan now by getting the people to pay to have their names on it because they're going to do a restoration again to try and get one flying again. So
the same one, but
I think so. Yeah, there was a thing on me Facebook that came up with the picture of the Vulcan. It's like you can get your name on it and that, and yeah, so it's quite interesting concept that. So
yeah, because I don't think it failed its airworthiness sort of test, did it? It was just too expensive.
Money. Yeah,
I think it was just too expensive to put it through it again. So
yeah, so I think that's what they're doing now is they're raising money that way. I think it's a good idea because planes like that deserve to be seen flying. It's like Concorde, isn't it?
I was going to say it's like Concorde. It's nothing wrong with it. It just doesn't pay for itself anymore.
Yeah. That was it. The Vulcan stopped, says Zadster, mostly because of the lack of engines that had air hours left.
Right.
Lancasters don't have that problem. Yeah, but I suppose with the Vulcan, there's enough engineers out there that could build new engines. But
yeah, I was just going to say that. Yeah, the only alternative is that I think there's 4 engines on a Vulcan bomber, so yeah, to build 4 engines. Yeah,
Beautiful piece of machinery, isn't it? And like I say, something to pass on to the generations, isn't it? It should be in the sky.
Well, yeah. Chaos says they have a Vulcan at Southend Airport which hasn't been airworthy for over 20 years. Apparently, it was going to cost over £2 million to get it flying again.
Yeah.
So,
I think these days there's enough interest around the world, and there's enough easy ways now of raising money with crowdfunding and things like that, where people will sort of, just for the sake of a fiver, or to have the name on it, or
quite possibly, yeah.
2 million. It's not a big amount these days.
Absolutely, you think if it cost you a fiver or tenner to have your name on there, a lot of people that are going to take that offer up, aren't they?
That's jet engines are a bit more difficult to make than Merlins, Griffins. But the thing is, could you adapt another engine? I don't know anything about air engineering. Could you adapt another engine, a Rolls-Royce engine, out of Concorde?
If you use an engine that's too powerful, then it's going to rip the wings off or whatever, or
shape the fuselage apart and stress it.
Yeah, it's all power to weight and everything in it. That's got to be just right. So,
but still, there's a chance. There's a chance if you go on the eModels website, you can build a Vulcan of your own. The very colours. So go and get one. There's also issues with seals and hydraulics and whatnot, whereas World War II warbirds were like Spitfires, all cables and pulleys. Yeah, I think I think that comes down to the cost of its airworthiness. Doesn't it? Get it through its next MOT.
Andy's saying the Vulcan won't fly again because the manufacturers won't support it. However, they're going to raise money to try and build a visitor centre for it now. Yeah. Such a shame.
I mean, it's one of those things that they built it in the past, so you should be able to build it again. Yeah. Because we haven't lost the knowledge on how to. I mean, we've got more knowledge as a species than we used to. But there's other things like, I mean, in theory, going to the moon now is harder than it was 50 years ago. Yeah. But it's because of the technology being better, it's more interfered by the radiation and stuff and things than it used to be then. And back then it wasn't. It was a case of, we're probably going to get there. You might die, but you're probably not. Whereas now, obviously, that wouldn't be thought of.
But it's just, aircraft. I think everything has an infinite, not an infinite, has a definitive date now, doesn't it? When it needs to come an end. Like, we still have steam trains running from. Well, there's a steamboat at the museum that's 100 odd years old. But how long is that going to run? How long a steam railway engine's going to run before they run out of parts and engineering skills, things like that? So
Steve 131's asking, is anyone going to do the Airfix Vulcan? Yes, I've got one on pre-order, mate. It has been for quite some time.
That was released at Telford. Was not obviously not last year, the year before, wasn't it?
I've got it on pre-order for about a year nearly now, and obviously with the current situation, everything's delayed in it. So as soon as it lands, excuse the pun.
Although it looks like Telford this year might well be happening. If everything goes according to plan, there's a possibility that that's going to be all right by then. Michael Jackman says it's amazing what can be done if enough people want it. There are currently about 10 steam locomotives under construction.
Well, there's people at the museum where I work at that build steam engines. I don't mean steam engines as in wheels and things like that, but engines powered by steam. Building them, it's not a problem to them. And there's one on one of the boats that the owner himself has actually machined the steam the engine itself as a hobby.
All right.
It's perfect. Fantastic engineer. Quite a famous engineer as well, but that's another story. Anyway, I think it's about time we moved on to what's in store.
It is, yes.
What's in store, mate, isn't it, buddy?
It's my what's in store this week. So it could be something.
Shall I do a quick talky thing while you prepare yourself then? Because it is a what's in store time, but it's also mug week. So as well as it being the normal guess a theme, you've got to do it. There's stuff up for grabs this time. So now is the time to refresh and drag. Which way is it? Is it that it's refresh and drag? No, it's the other way. Refresh and drag. Refresh and drag. Foxx is gone now. He won't care. I messed it up completely, but he doesn't mind. Yes, because there's stuff to be won. You can win yourselves. What is it, Ted? It's an
eModel. I never know what's happening.
All right, I'll push the button. It's all right. It's an eModels. Oh no, the button didn't work. It's locked up on a. Oh, it's rushed through and did it. I'll press it one more time so it works properly this time. You can win yourself an
eModels mug,
eModels mug. You can indeed. So make sure you've refreshed and dragged and are up ready. Ted will be going through we've got half a dozen things in there about that.
Yeah, I've got half a dozen things this week.
When he's finished, he'll come back on screen and say, "What's the theme?" Go. And when he says go, that's the time you press enter and send your messages to us. We get the chat from YouTube themselves. It'll appear in your chat as soon as you press enter. It won't appear in our chat for several seconds after that. So make sure you time it right to press it just as he says go, and then the first one that we see that's correct, well, the first one that Ted sees that's correct, because we've not got a clue what the theme is. We've had a look through and I don't know what it is. You didn't know either, did you, Colin?
No, I haven't had a look, mate.
I've had a look and I don't know, but
don't forget, if you answer too soon, it's the finger of shame.
Yes, finger of shame if you answer too soon. Do not answer until Ted returns and says go. So that's it. Are you ready, Ted?
I'm ready. I think I'm ready. Here we go.
Yes, there we go.
I'll put it in the chat. That one. I don't want to remove it, do I?
So, no, I'll put it in. It's done.
No wonder I could say. Right. Yes, we have this week for your perusal. We have a number of items, and they did take a little bit of sort of trying to sort out and research and things like that. So it may be a bit of a clue there. But yes, and if you know the answer, you'll know. Really, you'll think, hang on, I know what the link is here. But anyway, let's get on with the first one, shall we? This is the Tamiya 148th Grumman F16D Tomcat. Now then, we've seen this before. I'm sure, I know that we've seen this before. And isn't this the Top Gun one? Is that right? I think I can see chat.
I don't know.
Yeah, but yeah, I think this was a new release from not eModels, from Tamiya. It's got bags load of detail. Because it's Tamiya, the build is going to be awesome. But it looks like it's got a full range of armaments.
Oh, nice.
Yes, with all the detail. If you're into aircraft, I have built aircraft. I'm not really into them, but I do like the payloads and things that these aircraft do, and I like the details on them. But yeah, there's really lots of nice stuff, lots of nice decals. Yeah, granted it's 80 quid, but 80 quid for a model of this size with this amount of bags of detail, and yeah, just look at the detail in there, all the decals and everything. It's all
scale model chaos to say yes, it's the plane from Top Gun.
Yeah, it's 48 scale as well, Ted, so it's going to be a nice sized bird, isn't it?
Yeah, so it's going to be 148. It's going to be a really massive. It's going to be an imposing kit on the bench. So there we've got Black Lions G Bird 2006 USS Theodore Roosevelt, Grim Reapers September 2004, Bounty Hunters CAG Combat Air Group. Yeah, maybe Combat Air Group Bird, May 2005, USS Constellation. So there you can build a particular model from a particular ship. What else have we got? We've got some masking. It looks like some paint masks. That's what that looks like anyway. Whatever this is down here. And the box art, once again, for Tamiya, pretty good box art. So there it is. Yeah, looks cool. That I would think Tamiya as well. You'll be able to have the swing wing to work, so that would be nice. Yeah, it really makes a nice model. That good enough. So, a 48 Tomcat is about a meter wingspan, half a meter wingspan. Says Bobbins 900. That's a legendary Tamiya kit. Says Modelmaking Guru. How we go. Right. The next one is the Revell Saucer Heinbau Why did I pick this? The 1/72 scale flying saucer Houndbow. Yeah, there we are. There we are. Lots. Yeah, Revell. Yeah. So Revell. But yeah, how could you go wrong with the sci-fi kit? Yeah. What did this actually appear in a film? I'm not sure.
Yeah, flying saucers appeared in a film, but no,
not this one.
This was one of the kits that is a lot what they call the What If series or whatever. It's like in theory the Germans were designing it, but never actually built anything. But yeah,
maybe this is what it could had they have built it. Look.
Yeah, just something on paper. I recall something in the back of my mind that when this was released, wasn't it taken off release again because there was
because people assumed that it was a real craft, so they had to put in the instructions that it wasn't a real craft, and they suddenly sold for silly money, didn't they, on the auction sites?
Yeah. Oh, right.
That was basically to point out that it's a what if build.
Steve 131 says always sold out when I try to get the UFO. I actually looked on eModels website just before we came on air, and that's where I got it from. If it wasn't on the website, obviously it wasn't going on today, but it's in stock at eModels now. Remember, the things that we show you on what's in store, there may be 100 on the shelves, but we don't know. So if you want it, you've got to slap it in your basket.
And it's not yours.
It's not yours till you check it out. Yeah. So these things are in stock in eModels, or they were about what time do we go live? They were about 8:30. So there you are. So if you want one, go and slap it in your basket and check it out. Pretty sure it's from Iron Sky, says Russell Williamson.
Possibly, yeah.
Yeah, didn't this get pulled out to not being real, says Phyllis. That could be what's in there. The next one is the Mini Art T54. Is that I? Yeah, T54-1 Soviet medium tank. So this isn't an MBT,
No.
massive big tank.
It's a medium big tank.
Yeah, medium. Yeah. So it's not quite Mini Art, as we know from the figures and stuff, they do sort of really wonderful sort of accessories for your models and things like that, for your dioramas. Mini Art, yeah, they took the time and made a tank out of this one. For some reason, I've just got the Hermes and the FedEx.
Is 1/35th a normal scale, or is it 1/36th as a normal scale?
No, it's 1/35th.
It is 1/35th. It should be 1/36, really, shouldn't it? Because that fits in with everything else.
Yeah, because you get 1/32 aircraft and you get 1/35 tanks.
Oh, right. But you get 1/72nd.
Yeah.
36 would fit in, Chris, because it would marry down, wouldn't it?
Yeah. But, somebody did explain to me at one time why they went for all these particular scales. And some of them relate to particularly smaller scales, 1/72nd, things like that, relate to sort of model railway stuff.
Yeah.
But after that, I'm not quite sure.
I understand. And 1/12th scale makes perfect sense to me because it's just an inch is a foot. Or a foot is an inch, depending on which way you want to look at it. So that's an easy one for you to calculate and work things out. And then they multiply it up from that to 24th, 48. But I don't know why 35th. And
then you come along 35th, and it's like,
you missed it. You're that close, but you missed it. Yeah.
I just wondered if anybody in chat has actually got this model or anything like that to say what the build quality was like, because I've not actually, apart from the sort of the accessories and things, I've not done any Mini Arts kits themselves, but this one
Mini Art, Ted, that I'm doing for eModels, buddy. They're nice build quality, mate. They really are.
Right, so there you go. There you could have a.
On a side note, Phil Lewis says, I did notice that, true to form, Ted's appearance on the Antiques Roadshow was slightly out of focus.
Yeah. Well, that just goes to prove that it's not the camera that's out of focus, it's me.
It's not Ted that's out of focus, he's just very slightly vibrating all the time.
Yeah,
he just normally appears pixelated.
Yeah, I'm just soft focus around the edges. That's
Foxx says 1/35th scale was introduced by Tamiya for their military miniatures scale millions of years ago and has become accepted as a standard scale.
There you go.
Yeah, I'll go with that one then. Yeah, because at the time there was only like Airfix, wasn't there, or Frog, and then along came Tamiya. So there we go. So there we are. There's the Soviet medium tank, the T-54-1.
Bones says, I have it extremely detailed, almost to the point of silliness, but well worth it.
Oh, well, there we go then. I knew somebody would have built this one out there. The next one is another aircraft. This is a special hobby, 1/32nd scale. See what we did there? It's back over at scales. 1/32nd scale Brewster B, Buffalo Mark 1. Lots of details in this. I won't read all out, but it's there if you want to read it. If you want to read it, go across to hash 32013 and you can read all about the Buffalo. Decals RAF. In 1940, Great Britain was left alone in its fight against Nazi Germany. However, USA managed to find ways to help. Yeah, this must have been shipped over as Lend-Lease, like the ships from the US. So a Buffalo, quite a rugged-looking aircraft. A bit like what's the Navy one? I can't think of it. No. I mean, yeah. Smart, it's quite a rugged sort of,
Looks purposeful, doesn't it, Ted?
Yeah, it's.
I'd have thought the Navy one would have been a boat.
yeah, that's it. Yeah, excuse me, this boat won't fly.
My plane keeps sinking.
I don't know if we've got any, but no, we don't have any other pictures of it or one of these types. There's a lot of it to read there. It comes in no less than 9 sprues. Oh, 9 sprues with plastic parts. Oh, that's interesting.
Who'd have thought?
9 sprues with plastic parts. An injected clear canopy, set of resin parts. Oh well, yeah.
Oh, nice.
And photo-etch fret. The decal sheet provides for 4 eye-catching camouflage schemes of the Buffaloes from the fightings over Singapore and Malaya. Then it tells you the squadrons that we're in. It's each of them is adorned with some cartoon or embellishment from a dragoon or a doggy or a boxing kangaroo. All right, so yeah, any decals that you don't use on it might come in useful for something else. Tally markings, lots of decals on it. So yeah, this is a special hobby. Once again, I haven't built special hobby either. Nor am I likely to build a 1/32nd Brewster Buffalo Mark 1. But that was it anyway. Yeah. And once again, in the box art, it looks like it's been the hero and flying around, running rings around the Japanese or whatever. So there we are. That was the special hobby. 3645. Add it to your cart. There we go.
Slap it in your basket.
Yeah, that said plastic parts in a model kit. That's madness.
Never would have guessed.
Yeah. Excuse me, these plastic parts that you sold me are not plastic. I want my money back.
Yeah, that's witchcraft and tomfoolery, that is.
And once again, Revell gets a second showing this week. The Revell 135th Dingo 2GE A2.3 Patty C. Yeah, a Dingo. Models of the modern transport vehicle Dingo in the version which is equipped with a weapon station for patrol and fuse operations of the German armed forces in Afghanistan. Yeah, and that's the Revell model built. Yeah, brilliant, isn't it? Yeah. One time you used to see models like that, and you think, "Wow, wish I could build like that." Then you realise you could build a bit better than that, really. Yeah. But that's it. Let's have a look at the box. What are the pictures? Yeah. So that's the gun. That's the back. Yeah. And then there's lots of pictures of the box. Yeah, so they must have run out of taking pictures of the actual model.
Yeah, they've only got that one angle where it looks reasonable.
Yeah. We could only we could only find 2 decent angles of the model. So this is there's some more. There we are. So, yep, German vehicle by Revell. Revell don't usually have much of a put when it does come to the vehicles, maybe apart from this one. But yeah, that's the engine block. Yeah. What else is that?
Sergeant Bone says the Dingo's a right nice kit. My son drives one in the German army and says the kit is really quite accurate.
Oh well, there we go then. Yeah. So yeah, it's just that the builder of this one hasn't done a brilliant representation of it, but never mind. Yes. Yeah, and then we get lots of pictures of the box, and back to the start again. There we go. So yeah, $26.99 from Revell. Yeah, as we said, Revell. Some of the vehicles are pretty good, and this one, as we've just heard, is pretty good as well. So there we go. It doesn't say any more about it. Detailed chassis, rubber tires, authentic decals. There we go.
There you have it.
Yeah, there we go. And finally, we may have somebody in chat tonight that might know a little bit about this one. I wonder who that could be. But this is the Tamiya 1/6 scale Africa Twin, the big motorbike. Yeah, as we all know, Chris built this because he did, and he made an excellent job of it because
it's a long time ago now. It feels like ages and ages ago.
3 or 4 years now, wasn't it, Chris?
Must be that, yeah.
Yeah, it's there is a full build series of this available on eModels, so you can go along if you want to build one. Go along and build it yourself because it's got all the detail in there. And looking at some of these pictures, if you didn't know it was a model, it would be hard to tell from the real thing. Did you do yours in blue or did you do it in red, Chris? Because I think there are options, aren't there?
There are options. I think there's the two choices in the box of the blue or red, basically. Black and white or blue and red, I think it is. But there's another option that they made it in, which was not included in the box. Apparently, I found out afterwards. But yeah, if you do make one, make sure to take lots of pictures or video of doing the spokes on the wheels. Send them to Foxx because he loves watching that.
Yeah. I've since you built this, I've actually seen a few of the real things around the town because they're quite a popular bike, I saw, I believe. And yeah, when you see one, you know it because
they're a very tall motorcycle, Ted, didn't they?
Yeah, they are good, and you can there it is in red. Fully detailed, almost that you can get on and ride away.
Pretty much, yeah. Highland Boy says, I'm about halfway through building the Africa Twin. Chris's build series has been a great help. Nice to be of service.
Yeah, good. So, there we are. Yeah. Any issues you found with it, Chris, at all?
No, it was all good. There was a surprising amount of metal parts and a couple of screws, actually, that hold some parts together in it, which I wasn't expecting in a model kit, but it's almost an engineering kit as well, so really good.
Certainly goes well. There we are. Yeah, a lot of bags and bags of detail. It's all there. You could even try your skill at sort of bluing the pipes and things like that. So,
yeah, I didn't do that.
So there we are. That's the Tamiya 1/6 Honda CFR 1000L Africa Twin. £219. You can add it to your car. Some Japanese writing there, DTC. Yeah. There's backs of pictures. They're still ongoing. So there we are. We'll have a quick run through to see if you can spot what it is. Yeah, we've got the Tamiya 148 Grumman F14D Tomcat. We have the Heimbau, space UFO from Revell. We've got the Mini Art T54i medium tank. We've got the Special Hobby Brewster B in 1/32 scale, Buffalo Mark 1. We have the Dingo. I've lost the pictures of it, but it is there. We've got the Dingo, that one, in 1/35 scale, and we've got the Tamiya 1/6 Africa Twin. So I shall.
Should I do the buttons while you're there?
I'll
press that one there. There you go.
There we go.
So you can do the talking. If we need to, we'll come back to them.
Right. So now then, it is time. If you think you know what the connection is between all them 6 items, go, and you can be in with winning an eModels mug.
An eModels mug. An eModels mug.
An eModels mug.
An eModels
I
mug.
shall answer as I don't want a mug, but I want animals, tea, air, and land. Nope. No. Fox having to go as well. It might be a little bit difficult this week.
I think I know it now because after things that you've hinted. So
Country safari, no.
we could be here a while now. I just sit quietly while.
Objects, no. Fox is still trying to win it. Fox is still trying to win a mug.
Fox is not going to win a mug. Even if he gets it right, he can't win the mug, can he? So.
No, he'll get the finger of shame.
Movies, dogs.
It's harder than Chris's What's in Store. It's not really hard, what I tell you. All right, I'll be the first one. Dave Cardboard, eModels giveaway prizes. There we are. Each of the items tonight was sometime a giveaway from eModels.
Yeah.
Yes. So there we are.
Yeah.
That's what I said, that I had to go and do a bit of research and look things up and things like that.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, the one that did it for me was the bike.
so there we go. Well done, Dave Cardboard. Yeah. How did you guess that? Was it just an educated guess? But yeah, the bike. I thought the bike one might give it away to Chris. Or did Chris,
I was thinking it might have been things that eModels builders have built, but I don't remember most of them being built.
so well done, Dave Cardboard. Yeah, if you let us have your email, if you let us have your address and your phone number, send it to Ted. It's up there. It's up there somewhere.
It's up there. Yep, just up there.
Yeah. For the love of, that was harder than one of Chris's. It wasn't hard. Yeah.
That was up there though, Ted. I'll give you that, mate. That was...
Yeah, that was because there was no actual theme between the things. You had to have remembered and watched everything and go back. But
yeah, I think what happens is everybody will have got into the routine of everybody will have got into the routine of sort of looking too deep into it, wouldn't they? It's like I was trying to put you off track by mentioning scales and things like that, but I didn't know.
Fox says next time my theme will be things that eModels have never given away.
Dear Colin, I'd like to thank my agent. I'd like to thank my mother. Yeah, we'll now have a prize acceptance speech by
Dave Cardboard says he got it as the Tomcat was a giveaway that he entered.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So he obviously remembered entering that one and then just got the others back together as well.
Like myself remembered the bike. Yeah.
There we go. Thank God the bike wasn't item 3, says Lee. Yeah.
But yeah, it could be. I could go and rearrange them and go through the ball again.
It's me next week, isn't it? It's my giveaway. My what's in store next week, isn't it?
Is your what's in store next week, mate? Yeah, back to the beginning.
I shall start making notes.
Yeah, it's back to where we've got to read the full description of everything and look.
Yeah. This is why the mug went this week, because no one will stand any chance of winning it next week.
People always win.
Yeah. The answer this week was the 4th word in the 2nd paragraph of the 2nd chapter.
If you convert all the descriptions into binary and then convert them to,
Fox will be after that, and then it's things that Pete will not be happy to give away.
Things that would make Peter's yacht hair stand on end if we gave them away.
Yeah. Talking about things that we're giving away. We've got a thing to give away.
Absolutely. Yeah, we've got a thing.
Have you not been paying attention to the private chat, Ted?
No, Ted hasn't, Chris, as he's not read the chat today.
I've been too busy researching all the past.
Hold on a minute. 8:30 you started that.
Right, this week we are giving another thing away. Ted could have put it in his giveaway, but then that would have been very confusing because it wouldn't have been given away yet. But no. We are giving away one of those.
Oh, that's all right.
The Blackburn Buccaneer S2B. I don't know what that means, but I don't know. But yes, it's and plain. Artwork subject to change. But yeah, it looks something about that makes me think it's upside down or backwards or something. But obviously it isn't.
No,
But
no,
the shaping or the position of
the
the wings, or I don't know, something doesn't.
Yeah,
But, yeah.
it looks like this one is the RAF version. I know the Royal Navy had obviously the naval version with a folding nose and things like that. They was a fantastic aircraft.
could also fly very low, Ted, couldn't it? Really close to the ground. There's some beautiful photos on the internet of it in action.
Yeah,
but technically, all planes have to fly close to the ground because that's how they take off.
Yeah.
So yes,
it's all right, that airplane. I just can't get it to land.
Yeah.
This is what you could have won next week. All you have to do when this video is an actual video, you need to pop across to the YouTube channel, find it, and comment on it. What should we comment on it? It's a plane.
I tell you what, we can continue the theme of what the eModels Scrap Heap Challenge name would be.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah. Well, not even scrap it, just the eModels team. If we had a navy or something, or an air force, what would our squadron be? Or a team name for us eModels builders.
Yeah, got to keep it family friendly.
Yeah, absolutely. Because someone's going to win it, and we're going to read it out live on air. So make it all nice, or we have to go through and delete all your comments. Obviously, only one entry per person, and that's it. When it's a video, put a comment on there, and hopefully next week, Foxx might well be back, and we'll draw it. We'll get Foxx to do the random comment picker to randomly pick comments.
Well, yeah, because he's gonna be quite quiet next week, isn't he? Because he would have had to have gone and seen HR.
Yeah.
To explain his absence. So
Yeah. Well, I suppose he can get a note from his mum, so he'll be all right.
Yeah. And a note from mum will always work because we love Mama Foxx.
With Mama Foxx, with Mama Foxx being ill, he'll have to give Mama Foxx a note from himself.
Yeah.
So that's that.
Philly. Yeah. Go on. Sorry, Chris.
No, I was going to say that's that for the giveaway phase of the show. We're not quite done yet, but I think we're sort of done now. So yeah.
Yeah, Philly says not one for planes, but generally likes the look of that. I think some of those type of aircraft, like of that era, did look brilliant. Like that was the same sort of era as the Phantom Jet and things like that.
Yeah, I mean, I can remember it from Gulf War One, and it was an extraordinary looking thing, but it just flew so low over the desert. And like I say, the photographs at the time of it, you thought, what a wonderful plane,
There was the Harrier, the Buccaneer, and the Phantom. Yeah, all brilliant looking aircraft.
Yeah,
RAF Buccaneers are all ex-Navy, says Michael Jacker. I thought the RAF had some as well.
The thing is, even if you're not a plane builder or you don't particularly like planes, for the price of free, it's worth a go. Join in. If you win it, you can build it. You can Warhammer it up if you want to. You can stick orcs on the wings and stuff, or turn it into a tank, or build it out the box. Do what you like with it. But if you don't enter, then you won't win it.
Absolutely, you've got to be in it to win it.
Yeah,
someone said that before.
For the grand price of free, and you don't even have to pay postage to get it.
Yeah. Free is always good, isn't it? We like free.
Free is always good. Yeah. Anyway, I think it's about roundup time because we've had a chance to chat tonight because Foxx isn't here and we have.
Yeah, it seems strange, isn't it? We're back to normal next week where we won't be able to get a word in.
Graham Roberts says, Ted, what about the Jaguar? I forgot the Jaguar, the Sepcat Jaguar. Yeah. Yeah, so time to wrap it up for tonight, but hopefully we'll all be back together as a full team next week.
Yeah.
Where we could see us all again, same time, same place. So yeah, thanks for dropping in. Thanks for coming along and keeping us company tonight. Remember, it's your show. It's up to you to lead us in the chat and how we go, but we can do all that again next week. But until next time, we'll leave you for tonight. Hopefully with this silliness in the world is coming to an end shortly, so especially here.
Yeah, absolutely. And get well soon, Mama Foxx, as well, sweetheart.
Absolutely, yeah.
So
good night,
everybody. I don't know if Skylar's still watching downstairs, but a special word to Skylar.
Yep.
And we'll see you all next week. But thank you very much. We'll see you all then. Bye, everybody. Right.
Bye.
Good night.
Bye.